What is up, you guys? This is awesome. I'm back. Freightliner Friday in the Freightliner Classic XL. Driving, new camera angle so you guys can actually see what I'm looking at through the windshield. This is awesome. I've been itching to get some driving in. So, real quick, we're going to actually I'm going to tell you what we're hauling here. We are hauling home accessories, 43,500 pounds. And this is going to Kingman, Costco. So that's Kingman, Arizona. The Costco down there. Oh my goodness, guys. So awesome to be back. So happy to be back as well. Couple things have changed. I've got a new shifting system on here, so I'm actually going to be floating gears, and you're probably going to hear some grinding, as I am not really too good at floating gears on this truck here. So I'm actually not too good at floating gears on any truck. Yeah, you hear some grinding there. We're really grinding her there. But awesome to be back. One thing I wanted to talk about was the seasonal blues I had mentioned in a previous video. So, what happens is basically around December, it all kind of doesn't feel so great for me, mostly because it's dark, and as you know, I'm a bit of a homebody type guy. I don't like going out when it's cold. I've got poor circulation, so driving a semi is kind of my dream, and the fact that I didn't have this for a little while kind of stunk. So, but oh man, we are grinding really bad there. Oh, all right. Oh guys, this is going to take a little while, so bear with me. I guess for the lower gears, I gotta still use the clutch. Higher gears, it doesn't matter as much. So, but yeah, so seasonal blues are something that, you know, for me, honestly, it's something that just comes naturally. I know what it is. You know, it's that nice Christmas, and you feel good or I feel good because I'm with the family. But once the holiday is over, it kind of stinks because, you know, I don't see a lot of the family after the holiday. You know, nobody's really feeling as good as we used to after the holiday. It's all fun and games, and then the holiday's over and everybody goes back to their normal lives, which, you know, if it wasn't like that all the time, we really wouldn't know what, you know, I wouldn't know what was good. I wouldn't be as joyous or celebratory, you know, I wouldn't be feeling as happy, and I wouldn't be having the fun that I have. So, I understand it. It just stinks that, you know, I wake up days and I just I just feel upset, like sad, really. And it stinks, but it usually fades through by the afternoon. Because then I start doing stuff like washing dishes or pick up the house for my mom, which, simple tasks. Nothing too grave, nothing too demanding, really. So, but that's pretty much what seasonal blues for me are. I know there's a more serious topic with that. It's called SAD, seasonal affliction depression. And it is a thing. People do suffer from that. Not saying that it's horrible if you do, but people do suffer from that. It is treated. It's usually self-diagnosed. People treat it with people seek the help of a therapist and get medication for it. But I'm not at that stage, because mine usually just fades. It's not chronic or constant, so. Come on, get in the 6 high. Oh boy. Can you tell I've been away for a little bit from driving this truck? I miss it, but I'm not as good as I used to be. Driving is a skill, guys. You still gotta sharpen your skills every once in a while. It's not quite like riding a bike. Well, for me, it's not quite like riding a bike, but no. So, things I do to combat the seasonal blues, really nothing, honestly. There's nothing I can do. I wake up and I try not to feel so blue. And boy, I'm blowing this. But, another thing is the positive mindset will set you free. If you think things are going to work out for the best, they usually will. Oh, wrong gear. So, if you think things are going to work out for the better, they usually do, which I had another video talking about that in this semi-truck. So, and, you gotta choose to be happy. Or at least I gotta choose to be happy. And sometimes it's not an easy choice. Sometimes it is nice to wallow in my own misery. But there we go. Got a little bit of grindage there, but it fell right into gear. But, I choose not strive to be happy. I mean, things for me this year really haven't gone. They've gone good, but great. Not really. I mean, there's things I wish that didn't happen. I wish I hadn't had to have 2 eye surgeries, but on the plus side, the last one I just had seems to be working really well, and I will go into detail, but I don't want to say anything too soon because I feel like I'll be jinxing it if I do say something like now. So, I mean, I'm not out of the woods. I still have one more eye doctor's appointment that I know of. Well, would you look at that? It fell right in the 8 low. Awesome sauce. So no, this whole thing could have gone sideways so fast, but I think part of it was being positive. Yeah, we're in Arizona now. I think part of it was being positive was what kept me, kept me strong, kept me going through it. When I had to deliver the news to my mom, she's like, we were talking about that today. She's like, you took it like a man, and I'm like, no, I didn't. I kind of was really upset, and I said some things under my breath, swear words, but what happened was I got a great driver who actually got me to laugh about, the situation, and just got me to laugh about things that were going on and showed me that it could be so much worse. Not really saying about, how it could be worse, just got me to laugh a lot, got me to really stop thinking about what was going on. So it also is good to surround yourself with, good people. And by that I mean people who will make you laugh, people who will get your mind off things. So of course, when I come in, I call my mom and I'm like, hey, something's happened. Don't worry, it's not the worst thing that could possibly have happened. So, downshifting when you're trying to double clutch is a pain too, I'm realizing. But, hey, it is what it is. I've only stalled the truck once, so. But, no, I mean, again, going back to what I was saying, you have to surround yourself with good people. So, and we all do that. I mean, that's why I love my YouTube community that I'm in, that you guys have graciously accepted me to. I know I don't really do too many cars these days, but it is what it is. You guys have let me come in and, talk to you. You guys enjoy my Freightliner Fridays and my Truck and Talk Thursdays, which I appreciate. You guys have given me a chance to really do something that I love, and you let me take you along on my adventures. So, I never really publicized this too much and said, hey, go check out my video. I'll be trucking and talking about this topic. But, that's one thing that also kind of got me through my seasonal blues. So, it is what it is. And it also is just so awesome to be driving again, man. Like I said, I really had a hankering for driving. So, that's pretty much all I have to really say about seasonal blues. It's... Oh, cool. I got a bypass. Thanks, guys. It's nice to get that now. So they have updated this a bit. That's awesome. It's fun driving. You gotta find things that let you, you gotta find activities that you can do. And they don't have to be expensive activities, just something to get your mind off of what's going on. So, they just have to be weather permitting and stuff, but hey, one thing about that, my mom had a saying, idle hands are the devil's playground. Well, basically all that means is you sit around festering, not doing anything, hands staying idle, not working too much. You're gonna end up thinking too much, and you're gonna end up getting depressed. So, and nobody wants that. Nobody needs to really be depressed, honestly. Listening to music was one thing that also I'd enjoy. I'd listen to a lot of music. I'd pop in my headphones and just roll on off, especially when I had to walk between campuses. I had to walk from a University of Delaware building to a Del Tech building in the city, and my iPod, the little iPod, the postage stamp one. Guess that's the shuffle these days. Anyway, that was my best friend. I'd listen to, you know, a lot of Fleetwood Mac, a little bit of Nirvana, just stuff to get me going through it. Oh, sorry guys. When I'm recording this, I'm supposed to take a little bit of medication. So, yeah, as you can tell, I haven't been driving floating gears for a little bit. Brake. We're bouncing on the sidewalk, so how's the trailer doing? Trailer's not doing too bad, but we'll get there in time. I'm actually going to lower the gear since I'm stopped. That's not my chance to go. So yeah, I used to walk, and especially in like the wintry months, it kind of sucked because it was cold. Like I said, not really a big fan of the cold. Oh, I'm in lower gear, so I can't do that. But what made my walk stink less was just the fact that I had music. So music helps. Just doing things you like, doing things you love, really helps. Especially when you get the chance to do something you thought you'd never be able to do. And I know I say that a lot because this is just something that blows my mind. You guys are all too kind too on the comments when you say that when you say that you enjoy these videos. Especially you, Supercar Garage USA. You have been like a huge supporter of this channel, especially with the truck driving and the truck customs. And oh shoot, I'm European for a little bit. I'm British for a little bit. Okay. Oh, somebody's behind me. Alright, come on. And where do I need to go? I probably need to go somewhere around here, I bet. Can I get into the lot from here? Oh, shoot. Oh. Well, that was terrible. Let's see. Am I stuck? Oh. Uh-oh. Well, sorry guys. That's about as much as the haul as I can do. So, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for hanging with me.